Today's hockey contest between the visiting Bishop Trinity and the home team, the Manchester Queens. For the visitors, in goal, number 1, Casey Weston. On the fence, and the captain, Megan Schmidt. On the fence, number captain, number 12, Kylie Palmer. On the wing, number 10, Kylie Dugan. The other wing, on the right, number 6, Cam Van. And up in the middle, number 5, Allie Pelletier. And the starting lineup for the Manchester Queens in net, number 30, Chloe Gilroy. On the fence, number 6, Grace Manning. Her power on the fence, number 11, Elizabeth Dowdy. On the left wing, number 19, Riley Day. The other wing, on the right, number 22, Sasha Silverstein. And in the middle, center, number 12, Riley McNally. The officials for today's contest are Brittany Mason and Erica Simpson. Brittany, please rise, remove your hat for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello everyone and welcome to the JFK Memorial Coliseum for today's matchup between the Manchester Queens and the Brinity-Londonderry Lancers. My name is Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. We're glad to be with you on another Tuesday night. Both teams with a 1-1 record trying to get their second win of the year. And along with me is Coach Rich McDonough. Coach, we got to see a great Manchester Queens victory last week. Maybe some home cooking will help them out get to their second win. But this Brinity-Londonderry squad, they are a young squad, but seem to have the needs and the excitement to bring some energy to the JFK here today.
And a morphed name to boot. Yeah, we had a washout. What was it, 8-1 versus Souhegan last week? Should be interesting. Let's see what kind of game. We've had a couple close games for kids in green, and a tale of 2 games and an 8-1 win, then a 9-1 loss to Pinkerton. And here we go. Opening draw goes to the hometown Manchester squad, dropping it back into the neutral zone and down. And rotating back.
Coming into the zone.
Lancers. It's hard to see called Lancers in green after all the blue and red over the years, Kyle.
An icing call there for the Manchester squad. And, you know, Coach Cassie Levine was saying that the new jerseys are almost in. They're able to wear these nice Christmas-colored shirts for a few more days, really. We only have 6 days till Christmas, but she is really looking forward to getting the new jerseys for the Queens here.
And how dare you say New Jersey in this arena?
I know, but both teams weren't rocking a nice green. It's definitely festive right now. Nice shots.
Feel like I'm watching Elf. All right, puck ricochets into the far right corner, farthest away from Kyle Heavey, who's doing not only announcing here, coloring, cameraman extraordinaire. Ooh, backhand right there.
Chloe Gilroy was in position right there.
Yeah, Pelletier almost got there. But, yeah, Gilroy's tough in the net. She moves well from pipe to pipe, and she squares up, sees the puck very well, right on cue, making Coach look good on the deflection, paddles it to the corner, held into the offensive zone by Brinity. Hard with the morph names here. All the co-op hockey. And Gilroy falls on it, squeezes it, and we'll have another face-off. Staying in the offensive end for Brinity-Londonderry, the Lancers.
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. I know you will, Coach.
That's right. Kyle introducing me as Coach Mack. I'm a 30-plus year lacrosse coach. I've been between the pipes a couple times in hockey, even though I was just a lacrosse goalie, but I think it's the nuttiest position in sports.
lot of pressure so far
Yeah,
for this Brinity squad.
Good collapsing D there in the center. Keeps the puck alive, and then it gets it down ice off the pillows down there for Yorston, who's a good goalie. She's very tough. She can get a squeeze pretty easily. Puck carried down by Pelletier, gets it to the slot, trickles away down past the red line and into the corner with Gilroy giving good watch. Good communication going on, Coach Kyle. That's going to be really critical. That's a seeing eye puck that goes all the way down and below. Oh, ricochet there. That was number 10. That's another Pelletier.
Really a lot of pressure here for Brinity.
Dumais.
Manchester is struggling hard. And I had talked to Coach Dan early before the game that he just doesn't think that his team has had enough practice so far. But so far in the first 2+ minutes, I've been very impressed with their energy and their, really effort to get the puck in the net.
Well, great. They're dumping it in really well, and they're keeping puck control. And when it comes down, they have everybody rotating back on defense, and they're there to snuff out any looks. And it goes harmlessly behind the goal, and then back into Pelletier's stick. She brings it. Nice defense there by Kelly to knock it away. Spoon feeds it back to the corner and below the line and behind the net now. Oh, there's a lot of traffic.
The net. We'll see who gets the official goal on that. I believe it's going to go to Ali Pelletier, but we'll let the officials make that decision.
Well, there were 3 Lancers right in front of Gilroy there, and that is tough sledding.
Well, just under 3 minutes into this opening period, and now we got a 1-0 lead. And now a little issue here. Gets easily into the offensive zone. Shot goes behind Gilroy.
I'll tell you what, that was good speed by Desprez there to get to the corner there. Got it behind the net with Gilroy watching. No dice. Can't set up on offense. And back across the blue line and down come Manchester.
Yeah, we officially got the word. The boys are the kings, the girls are the queens.
Okay.
And they're going to see if they can rule this city. Being that it is the Queen City, it is their city for sure. Assist.
Yeah, Dumais got the assist there. So I think it's Pelletier.
Well,
I'll tell you, when I win the lottery, Kyle, I'm going to donate a new sound system to JFK Arena.
That, and I also got to say, the Everett Arena in Concord is really awful, too, as I commentated the Black Ice Pond Hockey Tournament last year.
That is a dangerous puck with a dangerous skater out there, and a good stop by Gilroy. Get the right pillow down to the ice and squeezed it away. And back come the Queens, looking down ice. Carrying the puck with some good speed there is McNeely. She's a terrific center at a sophomore.
McNelly, we got to make sure we say McNeely as much as we would like it to be McNelly. Her brother was a great little Sweeney Post baseball player. He also played for, I believe it was Trinity, and McNelly is the name.
Yeah, we had offsides there. But, okay, so Keith Jackson, we're going to have to evoke him and say, oh, McNelly, she can fly.
We go.
And we have another offsides here.
Oh, a very awkward
Delayed,
situation.
Of course.
Yeah, there was.
Pelletier was overeager. Well, that's all right.
But she was waving her hands trying to get the attention of her teammates to, hey, I can't touch the puck.
Yeah.
Someone else come get it.
And then she watched the puck go down the ice, and I think she was wishing for that call so he could get a restart. All right, puck goes right side wide around the crease, flutters out to the boards, poked back inside to the defensive zone in order for the Lancers to get set back up.
Nice pass.
Nice clearing pass there.
Center of the ice.
And that's McNelly. There you go, Kyle. Thank you.
Tried to get it near side post on the goalie, but got pushed behind. Now it's a really battle for it. You don't see a lot of white jerseys. I see 4 green jerseys just in that camera angle right there.
And Palmer made a nice play to get that off the boards and get that back to some help. And off to the races. Here comes Pelletier, carrying it with her left. Beautiful, and Gilroy gets down, gets low, and gets nasty. Makes another stop. I think that's already her 4th of the game. Good squeeze along the boards by the Lancers there, and poking it out are the Queens. And then you got good defensive help backside for the Lancers. But Loose puck comes across another blue line. Dumping and chasing are the Queens, getting to the corner, but getting to the corner first there was Schmidt for the Lancers, and now it trickles all the way down ice, back toward the backboard. Nothing doing there on an icing call, no need for it. Anyway, getting it up the ice are the Queens. Finding the puck there was Sophie Rue. Can't get it away, and getting through there. Good aggressive play along the boards defensively for both squads.
Very impressed right there what we just saw from Grace Manning. She's a starter for a reason, and she was able to get that puck and get it out of the offensive zone.
And Dumais just made a nice heady play to get it down to the corner with the dump and chase, but nobody gave chase. Hard to dump and chase when you can't find the second element there. And Dumais does it again, gets it in front of the crease, and Gilroy squeezes it down to the ice, where we will have yet another face-off in front of the Manchester goal, and we got a good line change for the Lancers.
You know, they don't have a lot of players, but it seems like they all know how to play relatively very well. It's definitely Madeline Sosa.
Yeah, I'll be looking for what Sousa has to do. She's number 4. She's in the corner right now, right on cue, Kyle. She's making you look good, and I know that's hard to do. Back behind Gilroy.
Takes a lot of work.
Floating around there is 10. She gets a little help, but not enough. And that's Desprez. She's been all over the ice early on. And another Gilroy stop. Can't get a control of it. Rotates outside, trickles away from her on the right, and goes behind. And giving chase is Teague.
And we have a whistle, and we haven't even really had a chance to talk about our
got a
referees. But Brittany Grand Mason sees a hold call, and that's going to make the Brinity squad go on a female advantage here.
Yeah.
2 minutes in the box. Go.
And we got good experienced refs here. We got Brittany Graham Mason and Erica Sampson. And here we got a 5-on-4 coming up. I say 5-on-4. I'm conditioned by 45-plus years of lacrosse and only 2 games in hockey.
Face-off 1, though. That's a huge win and not able to clear the zone.
Yeah, these are the times when you want to keep that puck somehow in control. Now just chew some clock. We're at the 7:48 mark. It is 1-0 for the Lancers.
Just give it to Riley Page and let her kind of use her stick handling and excessive speed to make it tough on the Brinity squad.
All right, Schmidt doing a good job to poke it along the dasher and getting it into help. Trying to settle into the offensive zone, but the Queens get some pokes in there, keep it away. They cannot set up, and that's good defense right there, as long as they get enough help inside and talk it through.
Nice job by Kelly again.
Job. Yeah, exactly. Kelly is a tough player back there. Not afraid of much as she goes behind the ice. No icing here, of course, and they get a little bit of a defensive change as, we didn't get a call on number 8.
Jamie Webster out here.
Yeah, thank you.
We haven't had to say her name just yet, but now we got an opportunity. And, you know, she has a great skating ability as well.
Sure.
Trying to get it around, and now it's to Riley Page, who tries to get it out of the zone. It's fighting the neutral zone and able to get the puck back.
Well, this is a great job by the Queens at 6:37 in the quarter. Only 30 seconds left in the penalty, and the Lancers have yet to set up, Kyle. And they poke it into the corner, and Webster is waiting there with the ever-reliable cross, bangs it off the left boards,
nice,
and it'll trickle out down below.
Trickle.
Yeah, look at that pace on that. That is ideal. That allows a little bit of a breather, and you set up with 12 seconds left,
Webster
and then
gets
right
it
back
again.
to her.
Into the offensive zone now. Just got to get.
Yeah, McNeely couldn't hang on to that, but still, you've almost killed the penalty. It trickles down to the goalie in Gilroy, and she paddles it to the right side and out of the box.
Marino came out fast.
Yeah, she's ready to roll.
She was guilty of her actions and wants to make an effort out of it.
Great speed there by Webster. Nothing doing. Good defenses, as we've called already several times today. Schmidt bangs it into the corner, trickles across ice, and across the high side of the crease.
She's one of the captains for a reason. I know that we said her name a bunch in last year's game. Good to see her back here for the Brinity squad. It's 5 minutes to go, and only a 1-goal deficit for the Queens. And
yeah, I'll tell you, the Lancers only list 2 defensive players, two defense players, but they're both doing a really good job, Kyle.
you know, you got to wonder what their other sports might be to be able to have this conditioning to be able to play.
Probably ultra marathons and poker.
I mean, I don't know if field hockey might be one of them, or if cross country, but it's impressive to see that they've been out there so much. And nice cover up by Gilroy.
Yeah,
too.
she's tough, man. I mean, she gets those pillows nice and square to the ice. And as I said at the opening couple minutes, Kyle, her vision there. She's very good at keeping an even center, but she cranes well around, see the field of vision, see who might be screening, and then she adjusts herself really nicely there. I like watching this goalie play.
Well, face-off winning by the Queens. I've been very impressed with their abilities to get some clean face-off victories so far in this game. Shot there and going to be held on to. And now we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. Great job there by Yorston.
I can't see around the ponytails at times to catch the numbers.
It is certainly a challenge for sure. It's not like basketball where the numbers are on both sides.
Yeah, it was Paige.
And now kept in. Now get past two defenders. Shot. Oh, just pushed aside.
Yeah, Yorston got a little bit of a club on that one, and it deflected high. Getting it over the blade there. But back to collect the loose change is McNelly. She skates real well, Kyle. You had a chance to see her last week, and I didn't. You know, my guess is that you liked her game. Her skates move really fluidly.
Was honestly very impressed with what came of that game. Maybe the opening game jitters for Sauhegan, or if it's just Coach Levine is doing a great job of making these girls want to play.
Possibly. If I remember, it was 4-1 after one, right, Kyle? Is that about right?
Yeah, that is correct.
So there's no opening game jitter for the Queens here. Anyway, getting to the corner are the Lancers. Trying to get it out are the Queens. Nothing doing there, but in the slot, ready to scoop it up. And once again, that's McNelly, excuse me.
You'll get there.
I'll get there.
Nice move into the offensive zone. Shot, save!
Well, Gilroy, as I was saying, she is very calm, poised. There are no yips, no jitters. I'm an old goalie, and you love seeing that. It's just calm, cool, and collected. And at the 3:10 mark, she saves yet another one. I think that's about 7. We'll get the stats for you on the break.
Rosie Tagbeau, very smart to be patient. And now,
nice cross-ice pass by Webster.
Referee finally blows it. I think they might have been on offsides. But Rich, as I was thinking about things, there are 6 different high schools being represented in this game right here, between Trinity, Bishop Brady, and Londonderry, along with the Memorial Central and West for Manchester.
It's like the Brady bunch.
It really is impressive that you know a lot of different colors are represented here.
All right, Webster wins the face. That's critical at this level. Really any level of sports. 2 things: ball or puck control, i.e., face-offs, and then turnovers. Kyle, you got to avoid the unforced errors.
Getting lucky there. Webster wanted to take that into the offensive zone for the Queens, but unfortunately did not get the full whack at it that she wanted to. And good feed to the center of the crease there is number 10. That's Dumais. She's made some good plays early on, but here comes Webster once again with tons of speed and met by the defensive line. Well, like I said, Schmidt and Palmenter do a real good job. Can't get it across and through, but paddling it with some good pace there was Grace Manning, and gobbled up by Yorston in the opposite. You know, she gets some love from Elizabeth Kelly there. I think that that was a long shot. That's a good 40 feet that you got to try to put all your might into it. And it's not like Grace is the biggest player on the ice at all.
No.
Kept in, but it goes right to a Brinity player who gets kind of hit away.
Right. And we just hit under the 2-minute mark, Kyle. 1-0 for the visiting Lancers right now. The Queens turning up the heat in the last couple minutes, I think. They've kind of had some momentum, got a couple good looks at the cage, and some good collapsing defense. But handling the puck beautifully right there are the Lancers. That's number 12, Palmenter, but poked away nicely by the Queens. And now they send it outside the blue line. We either regroup, which they do the Lancers, and carrying it inside is Palmenter one more time. She fires it left side, of Gilroy. Goes behind, but then it trickles out and gets it under the gloves for the squeeze at the 120 mark. Again, Rich McDonough here on the call. I've been invited by Kyle Heavey to join him for numerous games this season. It's great to be with you. This is my inaugural run on a girls hockey game here. We did the Kings game last week.
Kind of an awkward situation, a late line change for the Queens. We had a player coming off the ice at the very last minute that really made it a 5-on-4 for a moment until they got things cleared away.
All right, that won't show up in the box, Kyle, but Riley Page just made a really good play to deflect the puck in the slot and get it out of the attacking zone and down into the D where they can dump and chase. And again and again, it's been 3 or 4 Lancers surrounding the puck on the D end and nothing doing for the Queens for help.
Shot right there. Look, there's some girls. Megan Schmidt
plays
and
well.
Also Kylie Palmeter have been looking so good so far. Yeah, they don't have any goals in so far, but at the same time, I've been very impressed with their skating ability and just the knack of getting the shots on net.
All right, Marino with a good cross-ice pass to get it into the attacking zone, and it goes into the corner one more time. There are 2 Lancers and 1 of the Queens players. We are under 20 seconds. Floats across into the neutral zone and poked back in by the Queens at the 10-second mark. One last attempt possibly with some serious speed there is Pelletier. She fires it in across the crease, tries to gobble it up the rebound, and no can do by Desprez. And I tell you what, the star of that quarter was our friend Chloe Gilroy in the cage back there, Kyle. She had, I'm going to guess, on the order of 9 or 10 saves, including that last poke away.
That was a very lucky. That went straight up in the air and was still in the crease and was able to get that leg blocker in the way to avoid that from going in.
Nice job.
So we'll take a break here for the first intermission. Again, it's the Brinity-Londonderry Lancers 1 and the Manchester Queens 0. Kyle Heavey, Rich McDonough from Manchester Public Television. We'll be back in just a few minutes. 15 minutes back up on the board, and we are ready for the second period here from the JFK Memorial Coliseum. Manchester Public Television coverage of this high school girls matchup between the Manchester Queens and what were considered the BLT team right now, the Brinity, Trinity, Bishop Brady, Londonderry. It's a mouthful, but we're going to get through this. Rich McDonough, give us the call here as we get a whistle.
BLT works. Given the color scheme, you got the green for the lettuce, off, old gold for the bacon. You got Wonder Bread with the white jerseys. I don't know.
I see where you're going with that for sure.
That was a crusty joke.
well, you are a dad, so you can get away with these dad jokes for
sure.
Not
for much longer. My youngest graduates in the spring. So after that, I might have to put some of these cheesy dad jokes in mothballs. Anyway, 14-20. Big story in that first frame, Kyle, was one, the tale of 2 offensive powers as we get it into the net, and bang!
Our
off
second
the
goal of the game, and it goes to
Pelletier.
Ali Pelletier, who scored at the 12:06 mark in the first period, and now just at the 49-second mark here in the second period. So she's looking for a hat trick already early in this contest.
Well, I was about to give a whole lot of credit, as we should, Kyle, to Chloe Gilroy in the cage. She faced 17 shots in that first frame, and the Queens goalie stopped 16 of them. Couldn't do much there because we had nobody helping out on her left side, and Pelletier knocked it home quite easily. I mean, there was about 3 feet of room.
Your gloves only so far can reach so far.
Right. Unless you're one of the 6'4", like Bob in the goal and the pro level.
Well, even Linus Allmark, when I got to meet him last year, I was amazed at his size, covering up a lot of the net for the Boston Bruins. But that's not Chloe Gilroy's size. She's not Linus Allmark, but she's trying her best today.
I'll tell you right away, and the momentum went to the Queens a bit in the last, let's say, 6 minutes. And my guess is the Lancers had a good discussion, and they said, let's settle the puck, stabilize it, and get some offensive look. And it's been an all their offensive end as we hit the 13-16 mark. And Gilroy freezes it in the blue there. And it'll be face off to her left, our right. Kyle Heavey, not only the golden voice on the mic here, but has the job of being cameraman as well, doing a great job for us. But cleared out of the slot, now to the left, trying to settle it one more time on the Lancers.
Here we go for Manchester.
Breakaway.
Oh, loses the puck in her skates. Oh, that's going to be.
Paige trickled away from the heel of her blade and then back to the skate blades. Nothing doing, and then Lancers looking to settle it down again. Amazingly, they're called the Lancers, and Kyle.
Oh, another goal. This has been the glove side that Chloe Gilroy's had issues with, and this one will go to number 18, and that is a Miss Josie Whitson.
Yeah, Whitson, almost a carbon copy of what happened in the last goal. It went off of Gilroy, who's squaring up to the puck and doing a good job, and then somebody collecting the loose change at the right post to Gilroy's left.
2 goals in just a matter of a minute and a half. Coach Levine has got to talk to her girls and get things squared away, as it seems like the defense has not been up to task so far early in this second period.
All right, Desprez wins the face-off there. Good defense. Way to rotate over is number 17, Marino. She comes over. 2 players sprawling to the ice.
Takes a slide.
And up and over the net. It catches the blade and goes high into the netting directly behind Yorston at the 12-17 mark. And now the Lancers are up 3-0 on hometown Queens. And face-off's going to come to our left side here, to Yorston's right, and it's controlled initially.
Webster kind of got deflected there, did not get as much of might as she wanted on that.
Yeah, it took about 20-30% off the velocity. Sometimes big trouble when you're the goalie.
Offsides called here on the Brinity squad, so face-off will come out just outside of the offensive zone or defensive zone, however we want to
Kyle,
look at it.
that's a nutty study in physics right there. You're expecting 80 miles an hour. Somebody gets a piece of it, not only the trajectory change, but now it's half the speed. And you might over-rotate as a goalie. All right. Controlled on the near side ice, but then flies out. I think that ricocheted off of Dumais.
Coach Levine quickly getting it over to Brittany Grand Mason to get this face-off going. And
McNelly wins that one. You expect her to, the senior captain. But nothing doing. It trickles back into the defensive zone of the Lancers, and they quickly get it down the left side, and it goes over and against the far side board behind Gilroy, who keeps an ever-watchful eye. Ooh, almost trickled inside. Gilroy gets the pad splayed out and falls on it, freezes it, and we're going to have another face-off at the 11:30 mark. Boy, there were about 2 or 3 inches where that could have squirted in to Gilroy's right post. And at the face-off dot is Pelletier again. She wins that one. It goes to the corner, and it trickles back out under the blue line. And once again, the Lancers are trying to settle it, get behind Gilroy's cage, goes to the corner, and Dumais paddles it into the slot. Nothing doing, comes outside, and here come the Queens. Led by number 18, Paige. She gets it in, but still, once again, the spacing on defense for the Lancers has been terrific. And they play patiently, Kyle. They kind of have to with a short bench.
I've been very impressed with just how they are quick to get to the puck. They, send it down low behind the net, and they're really able to just put a lot of energy and really attack the goal. And bad turnover there, but a good defensive work by Riley Page to make sure that there wasn't a breakaway right there.
And watch Schmidt, number 11. Her skating is really fluid, and that gets her into a beautiful position. She doesn't have to expend a ton of energy. And that one trickles in to the left side of Yorston. She controls it, and it gets puck out to the corner, but it stays in the offensive zone for the Queens. A feed to the center, top side of Yorston comes through. Seeing eye puck makes it all the way back into the corner, and up the dasher comes number 10 with a lot of speed there That's Dumais. We've been calling her name pretty frequently. She gets it out and down, and a little bit of a chase ensues down in the far left side corner, tying it up in the corner. Again, can't see beyond the ponytail. That could be a radio show segment.
It certainly is.
There we go.
Shot there, kind of deflected, goes behind the net again, and now Elizabeth Kelly's got to work some magic. She actually loses the person she was defending, but it kind of works out. Is coming out of the zone and getting it.
And look, Schmidt and Palmer, they're so poised on the backside here, Kyle, as defenders. Beautiful controlled skating as they back away from the action and keep everything in front of them, and they're ever watchful, and then they're fluid when they get to the puck. All right, face off near side to camera. That's to Yorston's right side. Trickles out to the corner, controlled by the Lancers, and off we go. And the Palmer leading it up, dumps it upside, off down the left side, and here it comes to
should have been an offsides. Instead, it's a shot on net.
Can't get them all.
Barely gets pushed out beyond the net.
Yeah,
and
Gilroy
in
paddled
front.
away.
Shot.
Gilroy got the pillow down and frozen under that ankle. Wow. Just like the first period, she's seen a lot of action in front of her, Kyle. You got to give her a lot of credit for the poise.
It might be a 3-0 game, but it could be a lot worse.
Could be double digits.
Absolutely. And now we'll see what the face-off work of a number 3 in Chloe Perry can do here.
Yeah, we haven't called her number yet, but now she couldn't get that one, even though they had a distinct chance to get it. Down with speed comes Marino. She takes it from left to the top side and fires a long shot from about 40 feet, and that's easily gobbled up by Yorston. And we're going to have another face-off, this time to Yorston's left and to our right on the camera.
The Marino-Webster-Moran line here that you're seeing, they've actually had a number of opportunities here. Love the skating ability of Nevaeh Marino and also Jamie Webster. Taylor Moran, she's trying the best that she can.
There's Marino right there for you. Couldn't get the full blade on that. No tape, and it skirts away left side to the goalie's right. And down the dasher comes number 15. That would be 10. Can't get the heel, can't get the tape on that puck. It squirts away.
The offensive zone shot gets deflected again, but it's still, you heard the pop on the goalie pads.
Yeah, Yorston's left pad. She got the knees down to the ice quickly, in and out of that butterfly, or I should say out and into the butterfly. Nice job. And here comes Schmidt. Skating with some nice speed, releases from her D topside. You got to take a look at that cage when you get the chance, though. And again, Kyle, if you're backing out a bit, you can look at the spacing. And there she is again. I'll tell you, Palmer this time.
Poke checked away, still kept in the zone.
Good fight there by Taylor Moran. Keep that in the offensive end. But it does trickle out beyond the blue line. They got to dump it in. Reset, get outside the blue, and for that steady, solid D line, they bring it up the ice, looking to create, looking to settle, and over the blue line. But
you knew it was going to be called eventually. I was getting upset there a little bit, Rich, but Chloe Perry was just a little bit beyond the blue before the puck was.
She was eager, and that's all right. And we get a line change here for the Lancers. Full line change, that is, front line anyway. The D. Those two girls do not come off too much. I mean, but they don't need to. As we were saying earlier, it's like they're ultra marathoners. We're at the 7:25 mark, holding it in there nicely, getting a stick on his Palmer, keeps it in control. 7:20. It's a 3-0 lead for the Lancers over the hometown Manchester Queens.
Halfway through this period, and Manchester's really got to get something going here. They've had some chances, but every single shot just seems to be getting deflected. Well, on the other hand, what we're seeing here is the Brinity squad is getting opening looks.
Yeah, Desprez with some nice checking, refusing to let it get out of the their offensive end. Nice job. No clear attempt, nothing.
I'm curious if it's French and Dupree. That's another thought of.
Well, I didn't bring my thesaurus.
Yeah, if she's French, it's Dupree. But either way, it's what she's been able to do on that blue line, and now. That'll be offside.
That'll be offside. They just let it go.
So Manchester will get to that and behind the net. Got to make some moves up.
Well, as they transition up the ice, it's 6:20 to go in the second.
Riley Page tries to
Ooh,
go.
side of the net.
Tried to go headhunting a little bit there.
Well, she had a little room to squeeze it in the top shelf there. Couldn't make it happen. The pantry was all loaded up, and we hit the 6:04 mark.
It was a tough spot to be in for that offsides. Just one of the teammates not able to get back, and she'll take a seat on the bench and try to get some more air in her lungs there, as Sophie Roux was doing the best that she could to get on sides, but it's just Riley Page saw the puck and wanted to go, and this is actually going to be coming back to the other end of the ice
with a full set of changes, and we're all fresh, except for
Chloe Gilroy.
The Brinity defense.
Trying to make some
Queens
moves.
win it.
Cut back, going center
Marino
ice shot.
brings it.
Oh, it's up on the chest protector there.
How about that little toe drag by Marino? Now she backs it, gets it backside of her, throws it down the slot, looking for Webster. Webster can't get a stick on it, but she does get to the corner, gets it behind the goal, and looking for Morin over there, who does get a stick on it, but it hops over the blade, and off to the races goes Palmer once again. Boy, she's so cool. She gets it down to the side of the goal net. No, and it trickles it outside and back.
You can look back on that, Rich, and Jamie Webster's back check was unbelievable right there, staying with that player the whole entire time. And now here's a shot for a chance for her. Gets stopped. So Jamie Webster just absolutely unbelievable.
She's starting to empty the tank there, man. She's really emptied up. All right, goes to the far right corner in the offense end, but it trickles out. Got to get a reset here, get a little bit of fresh legs. On comes McNelly again. Watch her take off. She's got fresh set of legs, and she's waiting for some line mates to get onto the ice. And in comes Sophie Roux again.
Taylor Moran was able to get off the ice, and that was kind of what delayed the full line change.
Nice stick work and a nice cross-ice pass by McNelly.
See what the Riley line can do here, trying to get something here.
Yeah. I like that you call it the Riley line. We got Riley Page and McNelly.
4:25 remaining in this middle period here. Oh, just not trickles past Catherine 10.
10 stick. She needed a wow.
Now it's got to be pushed away, and now with an opportunity here is Camden Dupree.
That's one of those moments, Kyle, when it happens in slow motion and you just sit there and go, oh, no. There it goes.
Nothing much you can do as it just floats by you.
Well, you got to get back is what you got to do. You can't watch it. You got to get on your horse and get back. Wow, with some serious wheels coming down the ice is Paige. Can't get it in. She doesn't have any help with her. You got to maybe hit the brakes slightly, take a breath, and set something up.
Boy, that was a great chance there by Brinity, as coming out was Pelletier trying to get her hat trick.
You're quite deft at saying Brinity. I'm not doing so well with that.
This is my second year dealing with this team.
I'm deflecting to the Lancers until I get some chops out here at JFK, Kyle. Rich McDonough on the call with Kyle Heavey here. 3:20.
Fight there, and Gilroy's going to cover up.
Yeah, she's back on her horse. She's doing fine. With this kind of onslaught, you're just going to give up goals, and any goalie will tell you, particularly right here, yours truly, you got to have a short memory. You just have to.
Well, taking the faceoff will be Pelletier, and along with her on this line will be Kylie
Webster
Dumays.
Wins that. Fights through it, almost fights through the whole crowd of the Lancers there as we wind down to 3 minutes left in the second. Lancers winning so far 3-0, but plenty of hockey to be played. And if the goalie Gilroy keeps doing her job, they're going to have a chance. She pokes it away, pokes it in the middle, and that's always dangerous. You could see her.
Dumays with a great chance there. The freshman is looking like she's going to have a great 4-year career here for the Brinity squad if this is where she stays.
Well, and you only have one senior on this Brinity-Londonderry squad, none from Londonderry, you told me earlier.
Yeah, just a weird thing that they didn't show up to the here's an opportunity here coming into the offensive zone, makes a move, shot, and a save!
It was deflected, but I think they whistled it down.
I think they did, and that's unfortunate, as very able to still see the puck
It was moving.
was Nevaeh, and, you know, you can't control what the referees decide on, and
Yep.
they whistled that a little bit too quick, thinking that the
Boy.
puck was covered up, and, well, we saw it go into the net
Marino
firsthand.
with a beautiful look and a nice save by Yorston, and she does it again, but that was still moving.
And now we'll get a line change, and we'll see what can do with the Riley line.
What I love, Kyle, is Marino, all that speed, good save, but she, like basketball, she followed her shot and picked up the loose change. It was still loose, but that's life. That's hockey. Can't get them all.
In front, and we will
delayed
get
penalty,
a
yep.
penalty, and this will go on Miss Riley McNelly for a holding call.
It's tough to see her go to the sin bin.
It's
I believe it was hold, right?
oh, it looks like it's actually going to be on the Brinity squad. It's going to be none other than Pelletier.
Huh.
I saw that differently for
I did
some
too.
reason, but the referees get paid the money that we don't.
I got to change my prescription. It's 2:18. Here comes a face-off to Yorston's left to the camera's right side, far side of the ice at
Well,
JFK Arena.
Apologize to Riley McNelly for saying she was guilty of something when she wasn't.
That's all right. Happens all the time.
It's like blaming your little brother for something that.
Well, what are little brothers for? Oh, I tell you what, McNelly had a good look there. But as much as we've said Gilroy has been on her game, so has Yorston. Stopped everything that came her way. Some of it is pretty darn tough. Face to puck. It trickles outside the blue line. Collecting it back up there is Webster. She can't win that fight.
Oof.
And Gilroy misses it with her paddle, and it goes behind the ice, and having to collect it are the Manchester Queens. And that trickles out. It heads out for Page.
And now able to get it. Oh, loses the puck.
Overcooking the grits there just a hair was McNelly. She's so fast and so eager. I know she was trying to make something happen. Sometimes you just got to take a breath and settle it. And
Bouncing puck, push aside.
still got 1:10 left in the penalty. Can't get her stick on it is Kelly. And then there's a run for it, Chase. And fighting hard for it is Desprez. You say what?
Dupree.
Dupree. Excuse me. Dupree.
You could be right. I could be wrong. I just knew a Dupree growing up, so that's why I'm curious of that. And this will go for an icing call with 46 seconds remaining on the penalty, 1:03.
Interesting that it deflected and we got an icing call anyway. 1:03, and back down the ice we go.
63 seconds. I'd love to see the Manchester squad get some energy going into the second intermission with possibly getting a goal here. And
17-second difference between the penalty and the game clock. So 45 seconds left on the penalty.
Coach Levine has put a lot of her offensive players out here for these last few moments of this power play, but it seems like Brinity is doing a great job. I mean, that's
They seem like they're on the power play.
right now it's definitely in the wrong end of the ice, and out of the zone it goes. They send it down deep, and Elizabeth Kelly watches it go by as she goes and gets it in the corner here. Turnover, though, in front of the net. Goes across, and that will basically have a few seconds left on the power play. Queens have an opportunity here.
Good
Shot, but it was
excellent recovery there by Schmidt to get a stick and some body on that puck. And the Lancers poke it outside the ice. It trickles back inside under the blue line. But as we wind down, we got the 2 second, 1 second, and we're going to hit the end of the second period, Kyle.
wow. Just early goals in each period has helped the Brinity squad take a 3-0 lead here. And, Coach, it's tough to see as we were so pumped up last week to see what this Manchester Queens squad could do. And now it's going to take a heck of a last 15 minutes to get something going here.
Well, and Gilroy's probably going to have to stand on her head in the cage one more time. But when that happens, I'll tell you the energy is infectious. and you get a goal, and then all of a sudden you're the worst lead in hockey, which is a 2-goal lead. So let's see what happens, Kyle.
See if the dominoes will fall, but we'll take a quick intermission break here from the JFK Memorial Coliseum. Manchester Public Television's high school girls hockey coverage here with the Manchester Queens and the Brinity-Londonderry Lancers. We'll be back after this. Well, we're ready for the third period here from the JFK Memorial Coliseum between the Brinity-Londonderry Lancers and the Manchester Queens. Kyle Heavey and Rich McDonough here getting ready to see. But for those shots for the second period, boy, another Gilroy with 14 saves on 16 shots, a total of 30 saves on 33 shots. Rich, that's a heck of a number right there.
That's a big night, never mind 2 periods.
And then
you know, on the other side of the ice, you know, Yorston has done yeoman's job there. She's got 14 saves on 14 shots herself, which is a normal and busy night.
Well,
but 3-0. The Lancers are up on the hometown Queens. Let's see what happens.
Manchester puck gets stuck there. They definitely Zamboni did a good job, but it seems like that puck has something wrong with it. That just stuck there.
Dumped a little super glue on there. And puck rolling down the ice, giving chase of the Queens. Can't quite get there, and they turn it away to the Lancers. 14-20. Again, Lancers are up 3-0 after just an offensive juggernaut type of showing, putting on 33 shots on the keeper, Gilroy, who, as we said, stood on her head all game long, in particular the first period.
Shot there, no one in front, though, to try to get that rebound, and that's exactly what Brinity was able to do on their second goal.
Yeah, and I think McNally's the person to do this right now. She's got to get it out to the ice, out in front of the keeper, and get something going, get a ricochet. Somebody's got to gobble up the loose change. That's how all 3 goals for the Lancers have occurred.
Not much you can do. You can't expect it to pop exactly to your stick, but it certainly would be nice to have someone down low here.
Well, you make yourself present, and then frequently a ricochet will come to you. It hit your skates. You can control it, or you can, you know, it might hit your skates or your thigh and ricochet into the net.
Great opportunity there for Manchester, but it was going to be offsides.
Yeah, we had the delayed offside call.
Jamie Webster was drooling like she was looking at a ice cream sundae. Instead, was having to find out she was, you know, allergic.
She certainly wasn't looking at my grandmother's fruitcake on Christmas Eve.
Shot just goes
People
wide.
would run from that. In fact, that would make more noise bouncing off any one of these goalies' pads.
Well, Webster now with a chance here, just gets the puck, but a little too far low in the zone.
And once again, Schmidt, number 11, a smooth, gliding, fast skater for the Lancers, and gets back home.
It'd be dangerous to have her and Riley Page together on the same squad. They're both so smooth with their skating.
One can only dream, right?
Exactly.
But her defensive line mate, Palmater, is excellent as well. But
kept in the zone. One.
Nice job, and nice back check there. Wow.
That's larceny right there as Pelletier takes a shot. It's going to be covered up, and we'll get a whistle below us here with 12:18 to go in the game.
And you could hear that clap off of Gilroy's pads from up here, all the way up here at JFK. It's not like we're up in the rafters here. It's a cozy little arena, though. 12:18 to go. Lancers are up 3. And at the face-off dot is Dupree. It squirts back out, trickles outside the circle, and handled by Palmater. And around the rink and around the dasher we go. Behind the cage, Gilroy. She's looking at it.
Centering
Dupree.
feed just gets through all sorts of sticks and legs and just didn't hit anyone.
But nice, you know, zoned up defense there in the hole. And there was no way that was getting through to anybody wearing green. And back down the ice it goes. And once again, there is Palmater to collect the change.
A lot of swing and misses here from the Manchester squad. I know Grace Manning tried to clear that and just did not get it. And see if she can do this now. Hits it this time, but unfortunately hits a
swings and miss. Maybe time for some fresh tape. Nice pass centering there. Can't get it through Souza. It does find its way. Whoa, ricochets off of Gilroy.
We saw this last week where there just wasn't a whistle, even though it was covered up, and it just Brad Marchand type opportunity.
And here comes Webster trying to force the action, puts it on Yorston's pads. It ricochets out and deftly cleared away by the girls in green.
Rosie Tag Blue tries to get it to Webster. Off the boards it goes. Now Rosie's got to get to the puck before the Brinity player does. And again, we said Camden Dupree enough numbered times, and she's kind of like a good pest, I guess. She's just always near the puck.
All right, good defense work by McNelly. Puck is loose. Would have been, it was clear. All right, but if you're Manchester, you don't need to get desperate, right? It takes one goal, and all of a sudden you're just looking at a 2-goal deficit, which, as I said right before we had the break in between second and third period, is the worst lead in hockey. Feels good, but it ain't great. And we're at 10-10 in the third period with the Brinity-Londonderry Lancers up 3-0. Rich McDonough here with Kyle Heavey, who is doing double duty as always, making the call. He's doing color tonight.
It's a unique spot. I kind of enjoy it. I definitely, it takes a lot to be able to call a game and also follow the puck, but I appreciate you taking the opportunity to give us some play-by-play today.
I haven't done P2P in a while, and I'm rather enjoying it. I appreciate it.
Well, line change here, and now it'll be the Webster, Nevaeh, Moran line.
And Webster wins that one, as you expect from your senior captain. Floats its way over to Marino. Marino centers it, throws it into the pillows, and it ricochets off and to the goalie's right, to the Queen's left. Finds its way all the way across both blue lines and back into the defensive zone. Cleared out quickly by Morin. Morin gets it up the right side dasher board, but intercepted, taken down quickly by Pelletier. And a lot of caroming and offsides, and over eager there was, number 2, who hasn't found her way onto our published rosters. But that's all right. And the puck will come down the ice.
It's Marcella Tonge. If you look at the bottom, she has a different jersey for her white and for her green.
She's got the split. My bad. I actually made a note of that earlier. And hitting the deck there is Morin.
So sorry about that, Marcella. You do get you're on the roster.
Nice job.
You just don't have the same color for depending on
you can
same number depending on the color.
You can heckle Coach Mack later. But once again, it does go back, and there's our stout back line for the Lancers. Been talking about them all day. So smooth, so quick, and a nice job there by Pelletier. She fires it back in and deep. And chases on. Pelletier follows it, and off the gloves and the pads all at once is Gilroy. And I'm just not even going to do a manual count anymore. It's impressive. She's racking up 2 nights worth of numbers of saves there, Kyle.
Yeah, it's she's definitely going to need a pizza or something after this game to ingest some of the calories that she's been burning.
She might need a couple pizzas of ice to put on some of those lumps. As an old goalie in lacrosse, you may know, is it's a bare shin, no pads on your legs, and ice packs are your friend.
Yeah, we don't need to see that many injuries if that wasn't the case here, Coach. It's
there we go.
It'd be better off this way.
Oh,
and
smart.
Now able to stay on sides.
Absolutely smart by McNelly.
And we get a whistle in the offensive zone. 8:18 to go in this third period, and at least Manchester is still bringing a little bit of intensity here. I know it felt like it's been one-sided for the last few minutes here, but now let's see if they can get something going. And face off one, but just doesn't have that ability to get the shot off from that angle.
I tell you, McNelly and Webster have to stabilize this offensive effort here.
Just not able to keep in the zone. We'll see what we can do.
And they got to clear the zone. Now they got to set up. Got your defense line back and looking up. Finds its way through the wickets and gets to Gilroy, who makes another pillow save and then pokes it down the ice.
Well, I got to give credit to Rosie there. She was able to backhand that out deep out of the zone and obviously making Brinity go and chase it there. And she's going to have to do it again here, possibly. Shot in front, and it goes in, and that is a hat trick for Pelletier.
Ugh.
She gets it with 7:33 to go in the game, and no hats being thrown on the ice here as it's too cold in here. But congratulations to Ali Pelletier for getting her hat trick, as she'll go take a seat on the bench, and now a 4-0 lead here for the Brinity squad.
Well, I'll tell you, Gilroy has been doing it all game, getting the forward and getting the clamp and freezing the puck. She just couldn't get there quickly enough. And as we've seen all night long, and that's why she's got 3 goals, is Pelletier has really given chase hard. And here she is again. Oh, excuse me, that was Dupree. But Pelletier is always hawking around the net. And that's where a lot of goal scorers make their bread and butter. And Gilroy does what she couldn't quite do on that last exchange. So 7:03 face-off coming, and it is now 4-0 for the Brinity-Londonderry Lancers.
Well, Rosie and also Catherine Ten will take a seat on the bench, and then Elizabeth Kelly and Grace Manning will come do the defensive work for the Queens here. So able to get it out of the zone quickly. So the fresh legs work so far here, Coach, and we'll see what they can do for the last 7 minutes of this contest.
Well, this is an outstanding defensive pairing. We've been saying it this all afternoon.
Now just trying to get that out of the way is Taylor Moran. She is able to clear the zone. Now Kelly's got to be quick to get it out, because there was 2 Brinity players just ready. They're almost looking like hyenas.
And Schmidt gets it out, ricochets away from her teammate there. Can't find the handle, and it ricochets into the neutral zone where you have a good scramble here. Webster takes control at the center line.
And now into the zone they go. Let's see if they can get some room. Webster with a shot, just goes wide, and Moran's trying to get down there. She falls, takes out one of the Brinity players, and now just not able to keep it in the zone.
Webster's snapshot there was going to find its way up and over and in, but it was a foot wide.
All it takes is, 3 inches? Is that how tall a puck is?
Maybe the radius.
The radius, yeah.
Diameter, excuse me.
Math class was a little too long ago for both of us.
My wife is a physicist, and my son off the post. Off the post. You could hear the iron clang from here. 5:30, it's 4-0 for the Lancers as Schmidt rolls down the ice. Backhand, gets it to her backhand, can't make it, just got loose from the heel of her stick, and it goes aside behind the goal.
And I was a little sad last week. They officially didn't give Chloe the assist on the 8th goal. So I still want to publicly say that Chloe Gilroy deserved that assist on that goal.
You're nothing if not a hometown fella.
And I just want to say, as much as she's trying her best to keep this game, a shot and a save right there.
Nice little wrister there. I tell you, McNelly, that's what I was looking for from McNelly. The smooth, fast skating. Nobody could keep up with her, and she elevated beyond the goal line and got a full tape on that puck. But, Yorston, she saved everything that came her way, did it again. 4:57, 4-0 for the Lancers. They win the faceoff, but
kept in by 10. Great job there. And this will go for an icing here with under 5 to go in the contest. And Manchester, let's see what line they use here to try to get something going. It looks like they're going to stick with the Riley line with McNelly out there, as well as Miss Page
and Sophie Rue.
Face
well,
off.
earlier I said you don't have to force it, you don't have to get desperate, but now you got to really create some chances here. You have to throw it in, get it into the inside in front of the crease, move some bodies across, get a stick on it, get a foot on it, anything.
I don't know if that's good sportsmanship or if that was just a great job by her teammate to allow the Brinity player to get her stick back, as she lost it in a collision. And it was a nice job of killing time, but also allowing her teammate to get her stick to clog any sort of lane that Manchester was looking for.
None of my college teammates would have done that. They would have kicked it away.
That's what friends are for, right?
Right. Friends and renegades.
Rosie sends it down to the other length of the ice, see if they can get a steal. They are not able to. And now back and forth we go. It's like a ping pong right now.
Yeah, and Rosie tries it again. Wow, good getting up in the ice, cutting off the passing lane is Pelletier. She
In
wants goal
front.
number 4. Whoa!
Shot just goes wide for Schmidt.
Schmidt with that lefty couldn't get that one to fall. I think that missed by 2 inches. And back
this will
down the
go
ice
down
for an icing we go. 3:31, and it's 4-0 once again for the Lancers.
Well, for Gilroy, I got to say, she's had a save a minute so far through the first 30 minutes. Seems like it's cooled down a little bit, but obviously letting that goal go through. It'd be interesting to see how many saves she officially gets at the end of this contest.
Well, no matter what it is at this point, Kyle, she's done her part.
A 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Queens. Pass just goes a little too far.
Yeah, Marino just 5 inches out in front of Marino. Couldn't make that happen, but their spacing and timing was excellent.
It should have been an offside. The referees did not call it. I don't know if Erica Simpson just didn't have a good angle on that or just being polite here. But
well, dinner's on the stove. No more clock stoppages, perhaps.
That's very, very true right there.
Not going to get a line change here at the 2:50 mark and down 4 goals. And it looks like the Lancers are just kind of milking the clock at this point, Kyle. They're just everything's a little paced and measured at this point. They go deep, long, and clearing up the middle, not necessarily the greatest idea.
Puck taken, though, by Nevea, but not able to keep it in the zone.
And there's Schmidt. She's always there with that long, lean reach of hers, and then she's got that big, long twig. And there she is again, just smart with the puck. Gets it over to the dasher, and they just poke it into the offensive zone.
And she certainly has some height for the players out there.
Oh.
She's at least a 5'10", it looks like from this angle here.
Well, even I'm, 6'4" on skates, Kyle, so who knows?
We'll go with that.
Ready for the old Chevy Chase line.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we are under 2 minutes, Kyle. The Lancers still up 4-0, just looking to milk the clock, chew it out, and go home with a victory. And they don't play anybody till they take on Oyster River Portsmouth on January 3rd. And looking out, the next tilt for the hometown Manchester squad is going to be right here at JFK. I don't know if we'll be here, Kyle, but they take on Lebanon, Stevens, Kearsarge, which are strong and undefeated at this.
When is that game?
1-0. That's on January 2nd.
We can try to figure something out for sure. I think if I might be available if you're available for that.
I might be in Aruba, man.
Well, I guess I'll find a replacement.
I have no Aruba plans.
Oh, okay. Well, you got me because I was pretty excited for you. Instead, you get to spend it at the Aruba of Manchester,
That's
JFK right. Memorial Coliseum.
We'll put a little pool and a beach down below.
Well, with 60 seconds to go, we got some planning to be done.
All right.
Bring it into the zone. Shot!
Kyle Heavey about to add a third job as travel agent.
I never sleep for a reason. And we get a penalty here with under a minute to go. Just the third penalty of the day. Surprising here.
Is Dupree.
And looks like she got into the wrong box, was trying to juke out Grand Mason, the referee, and instead she will take a seat, and for the last 46 seconds, we will get some 5-on-4 hockey.
Wow. I never had that option when Monsignor Quinn asked me to go to confession.
Well,
wrong box, McDonough.
Cleared out of the zone as
and we're at the 35-second mark all the way down the ice. Yeah, holding.
And now, Kelly.
And they're just winding it out on the Lancers here. They've done their work. They're just making sure nothing happens. Keep everything in front of them like a prevent defense in football.
Well, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, and it looks like it's going to work here. And
look at the long strides from Schmidt. She's fantastic. If she keeps playing this way, look for some votes at the end of the season. I like what I see.
Well, the
There
buzzer
you go,
sounds, and that will do it. And the Brinity squad comes to the JFK and takes a decisive 4-0 victory. Rich, I mean, I got to give my player of the game to none other than Casey Yorston to get that shutout.
You get a shutout, you got to get it. But let's not forget the incredible efforts of Chloe Gilroy. I mean, she's probably eclipsed 40 saves.
But at the same time, you got to give it to Ali Pelletier as well, as she did have a hat trick in this contest.
Yeah.
That put the puck in the net. So that will do it for today's matchup. We'll be back with more girls high school hockey coverage further on in the year. For Rich McDonough, I'm Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. It's been a pleasure to be with you. We'll see you again soon. Have a great night, and thank you very much for watching. Take care.